everybody to the CIRCit workshop. It's a great pleasure for us to be here today together with you to share the final results of our CIRCit project. We've been so much looking forward to it over the last year or so, right?
Right.
And we've been looking into many different ways of making this event as interactive as possible so that people from all over the world could join us. And I might say that we have actually succeeded in doing that. We are looking into the chat just now, and it's so exciting to see people from all over the world, from Asia to America to in Europe, Africa. So welcome everybody. We know that for you in the US, in Michigan, you woke up very early this morning to be here today. We also know that for you in the other side of the world, in Singapore, it's already quite late for you. And we are so happy that you reserved some time to be here with us today. My name is Daniela Pigoso, and together with Tim McAloon and Christine Moga, we are going to be leading you throughout the day today. We've put a program to you that we are really excited about, where we talk, we discuss, we learn, and we grow together, understanding how to bring circular economy in the Nordic region, but also in the world. This is an overview of the program, and we've put it all together in this hopping platform that adds a lot of different elements to the mix, and I think it's going to be a nice experience for all of us. So we're going to have this main stage for the key plenary presentations. We'll have some guests coming in and joining us, but also guests joining from the many different places in the Nordic region. Then we're also going to have some network sessions where you'll be able to talk to each other and get to know each other as if we were very close by. And then in the afternoon, it becomes really active with hands-on activities and workshops. And you actually have the chance to try out a number of different tools in 6 different focus areas. More on that a little bit later. One important thing, hopping is new, and in every new innovation, things might not go exactly as we plan, but we are sure that we're going to manage it around throughout the day. So if you have any issues, just let us know. The chat will be open all the time, and Christina will be following that up and being your voice here together with us today. Exciting program, exciting platform, exciting audience. Let's make it work today. And the first topic we want to bring up to you is the CIRCit project so that you can understand a little bit more about that. And no one better than Tim to give us an overview about it. Over to you, Tim. Could you let us know everything about CIRCit?
You bet. Thanks, Daniela. And good morning, everybody, from me, or good afternoon, or good evening. It's a real great pleasure to be here today. We've really been looking forward to this moment of presenting our final results to you from the CIRCit project. So what is the CIRCit project? It's a Nordic project on circular economy, and it's engaged researchers, consultants, and over 70 companies over the last 3.5 years in the project of creating methods and tools for circular economy transition. It's involved the 5 Nordic countries, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Iceland, and had researchers and companies involved very, very closely throughout the whole of that period of the project. The results, what have we created? Well, we've created results within 6 main focus areas, and you're going to hear a lot about those focus areas throughout the morning this morning with short introductions to the focus areas. And also you're going to have the opportunity to look into 2 of these focus areas each in the afternoon in some of our workshops that we've created for you. These 6 focus areas, we've created over 30 methods and tools over the last 3.5 years in close collaboration with industry who've been co-creating the methods with us. And the tools, they are science-based, which build on top of our 25 plus scientific publications, which we have out there in journals and conference proceedings.
It's been hard work, guys.
It's been a lot of hard work, you bet. Yeah, so this may look shiny, but there's been a lot of work behind there, that's for sure. We're going to hear a lot more about these results throughout the day. And by the end of the day, we hope that you agree with us that these 6 focus areas are the 6 areas that are really crucial and key to start the transition to a circular economy, not only in the Nordic region, but also broader and further afield throughout the world. With this being a Nordic project, it has Nordic funders, and this is a unique opportunity for us to tell you a little bit about the funders behind the Nordic project. So CIRCit has been financed and supported by an initiative called the Nordic Green Growth Initiative. And this is basically supported by the Nordic Council of Ministers. And within the Nordic Council of Ministers, there's 3 agencies: Nordforsk, Nordic Innovation, and Nordic Energy Research. And those three agencies have gone together to create the Nordic Green Growth Initiative. We're extremely happy and excited to invite and to welcome 2 of the representatives from respectively Nordforsk and Nordic Innovation. So Kristi Lemper is Senior Advisor at Nordforsk, and Marta Haugland is Senior Innovation Advisor at Nordic Innovation. And we can understand that only Marta is able to join us just now for that. So over to you, and let's see if we can get you through, not in the stage here, but on a cable connection. Welcome to you, Marta. It worked fantastic. That was the first achievement of the Hop-In platform. So welcome to you. I'm just going to turn the sound up. For joining us today, Marta. So let me ask you, Marta, how the Nordic Green Growth Initiative, could you tell us a little bit about the initiative and what the main aims of the Nordic Green Growth are? But we can't, I don't think can we hear you, Marta? We may have a technical issue after all.
I told you that might happen.
No, we can't hear. Is there a mute button somewhere? It worked in the test, guys. Yeah, so while we're just getting Marta on board, so Daniela, the Nordic Green Growth Initiative, it's had 5 other research projects in it. Maybe you could give us a quick introduction to how we've interfaced on there.
Yeah, of course. It was really interesting to be part of this initiative because their basic goal was to bring together a number of different researchers in the 5 main countries in the Nordic region to bring green transition in the region. We've been one of the ones focusing on circular economy, and then we also had a number of other projects focused on resource and waste valorization. It was a very interesting journey for all of us. We started roughly at the same time, and we had the chance to network and to learn with each other along the way. And it was a great platform that both Nordic Innovation, Nordic Energy, and Nordic Forsk provided to us, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and within that project, we've had these innovation projects and the research projects, and they've been actually quite a nice way of having all the 5 main Nordic countries involved there and creating both the results from an academic perspective and the research results, but also really getting out there into industry. And I think what we've done on the CIRCit project is to try and bridge, in fact, do the research, but also bridge it in an innovation perspective.
Yeah, and it's quite interesting to see how many companies actually join us, but also the other projects in this initiative, really seeing the potential for using circular economy as an innovation driver for their business. And we actually very proud to show today and to share that many of those companies actually managed to develop new business and new solutions that are running out there in the real world just now.
Yeah, right? And we're going to hear for some of those actually this morning. Yeah. Great. I'm not sure if we have Marta through, but we're going to try one more time to get you through, Marta. So hang on, guys. We told you something may go a little bit wrong in the beginning, so that's the way. But maybe, Christine, why don't you tell us about the chat and how we should interact so we get the chat going, or do you actually need to tell people that?
Well, you're very active in the chat, so that's super good. You're joining from all over the world, like Daniela said. So just keep presenting yourself in the chat so we know where you're joining from. And throughout the program, I will make sure to post the questions that you have in the chat to Daniela and Tim and our guests here in the studio and our guests broadcasted in live. So I'll be your voice here and making sure all your questions will be taken. Yeah, so we're looking forward. Just keep the chat going. That's the way we'll interact today. Yeah.
Great. And one of the other features of the Hop-In platform that you can see on the left-hand side is that we also have a networking button. How does that work, Daniela?
It's like a matchmaking exercise. So the idea is that you get into the networking and you say, I'm ready to talk. and then the platform will match you with somebody else. And the interesting thing is that you have 3 minutes to get to know each other as best as you can. It's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you go again the network, you're not going to be able to talk with each other again. And it's nice because you can get to know many different people at the same time.
Okay, great. So it seems that we can't get Marta through just now. So we're going to, the plan has been that Marta and Kirsty come. We're going to try one last time. There you are.
One last time. Do
Yeah.
you hear me now? Yes, excellent. So I assume that you have already talked about the purpose of the Green Growth Program, which is to bring the Nordics
but maybe if you could tell us a little bit about the purpose of the program and just briefly about how the program came about and what the purpose of that is. Yeah.
Well, as I started saying, or you didn't hear, of course, but the Nordics have very ambitious targets regarding green growth. And this was one of the ways that we figured that innovation and research could help this transition. And so therefore and since we have such a excellent research and innovation activities in the Nordics countries, we wanted to use that to further the green growth and the green transition in the Nordic countries. So together with the Nordforsk and Nordic Energy Research, we decided to launch this call. We received an amazing 131 proposal, which is a lot for Nordic collaboration. And CIRCit was one of the projects that we selected, which was great. So we're really looking forward to this final workshop.
Great. Yeah, and we were very happy to be one of those that were selected. How important, Marta, is circular economy for the Nordic region? Could you tell us a little bit of context? Because you work a lot with the innovation part of circular economy. What's the importance for CE for the Nordic region?
Well, of course, as part of this green transition, I think that we more and more see that circular economy is a really important part in both moving towards a more sustainable economy, but also to lower CO2 emissions, but to become or to remain competitive at the same time. And I think that the Nordic ministers, the Nordic prime ministers also realized this, because last year in August, they launched this new vision for the Nordics that we should become the most integrated and sustainable region in the world by 2030. And in doing that, we should have a green economy where bio-based and circular economy is a really important part, but also a competitive economy, because we need to be competitive. Our companies need to be competitive in the modern world, but in a more sustainable way. And then you have this socially integrated region as well, which is a very important part, which I also think is an important part of the circular economy. So I think that the ministers, the prime minister, realize that this is such an important part. And I think we can see more initiatives going forward as well within this area.
Great. Yeah, and we're going to hear you a little bit later today as well, you and hopefully also Kirsty, to reflect on the day and also give us a little bit of perspective about some of the other initiatives, so that we're looking forward to that part of it. Could you give us some recommendations regarding the possibilities of circular economy as a driver for innovation? You were mentioning just there about the competitive dimensions. How can companies that are tuning in use circular economy as a driver for innovation in your experience?
Well, I think that when you meet the circular economy for the first time, and when you see the possibilities that these new business models can give you, I think that you can interact much more closely with your customers and actually give them what they need instead of giving them a product or something, and that you could follow it much more closely. So I think that it is a really good driver for innovation. It gives you customer centricity. It also gives you the possibility to use digital or tools or biological, you have this biological loop and you have this technical loop in this butterfly diagram. And these are very good areas for innovation, I think. And I think that many companies, some of the companies that we've interacted with said, now we realize that we are part of this green transition and that we can change our companies. So I'm really looking forward to hearing what the companies say later today.
Great, and we are too, and we're going to hear those very, very shortly. But Marta, many thanks for joining us now. Now we know how to get the technology to work both with you and with everybody else. So we're going to welcome you later on this afternoon as well. So I think one of the things you said at the end there was about that circular economy is more than just the end of life. It's about doing many things, all the way from the resources to the new business. And we're going to be looking a lot more into that, both throughout the morning, throughout the workshops, and when we talk with you later on today. So Martha, many, many thanks for joining us just now, and see you later.
Thank you, and good luck today. Goodbye.
Thank you.